General hospital shock. Willow overhears Michael and Sasha. Truth leaves her reeling. Willow Corinthos had never imagined herself becoming someone who lurked in doorways, listening in on hushed conversations. But that morning, as she walked down the hallway of the Quartermain mansion, she heard voices drifting from the study. Michael and Sasha. She wasn't trying to eavesdrop, but something in their tone made her freeze. Sasha's voice cracked with emotion. "You have to tell her, Michael. You can't keep this secret anymore." Willow's heart thudded. What secret? Her instincts told her to walk away, to trust her husband. But she couldn't. So she lingered. Michael's reply was quiet, almost tortured. "I wanted to, Sasha. I really did. But how do I tell her that everything she thought she knew, everything we built, started with a lie?" Willow clutched the wall to steady herself. Inside the study, Michael dropped into a chair and stared at the floor. "Willow thinks we fell in love slowly, over time. But that's not how it started. You and I. We faked everything," Sasha interrupted, her tone bitter. "To help Nina. To help your family. And now it's all falling apart." Willow's mind raced. Was this about Sasha pretending to be Nina's daughter? That secret had long been exposed. Or was there something else? Something worse? Then Michael said it. "Willow doesn't know the baby wasn't Wiley. That Jonah died that night, and I switched the babies to protect her from the grief." Willow's world shattered in an instant. The fog of confusion that had hung over Willow since Jonah's death came rushing back. She remembered how quickly she was encouraged to move on, how everyone had tried to shelter her from her sorrow. She had believed Michael when he told her everything would be okay. But it hadn't been okay. It had been a lie. Her mind flashed back to that night in the hospital, Jonah's limp body in her arms, the nurse's pitying look, the way Sasha had distracted her while Michael stepped out. Had it happened then? Willow waited until Sasha left, then stepped into the study. Her eyes locked onto Michael's, and the color drained from his face. "How long have you known?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. Michael didn't deny it. "Willow, I was trying to protect you." Tears sprang to her eyes. "You lied to me about my own son. I couldn't bear to watch you fall apart. Jonah died, yes, but Wiley was right there, needing someone. I thought maybe it was fate." Willow backed away, like she'd been struck. "You replaced my dead son with another child and never told me. That's not protection. That's betrayal." Outside, Sasha sat on the bench, her head in her hands. Brooklyn approached cautiously. "You okay?" Brooklyn asked. Sasha shook her head.
"No.
"I just helped blow up Willow's life." She recounted the whole secret to Brooklyn, the night Michael confessed the truth to her, the time she begged him to come clean, how close she'd come to telling Willow herself. Brooklyn was stunned. "Sasha, you carried this for years?" "I thought I was doing the right thing," Sasha replied, broken. "But now, everything's falling apart." Willow fled to crimson, tears still fresh on her cheeks. Nina, noticing her distress, asked what was wrong. Willow couldn't hold back. "Michael lied to me about Jonah. He let me believe Wiley was my baby. He let me bury a son. I didn't even mourn properly." Nina pulled her close, for once genuinely motherly. "Oh my God. Willow, I didn't know." Willow was shaking. And Sasha knew too. "She kept it from me all these years." Nina's eyes narrowed. "That girl lied about being my daughter, and now this? She's destroyed both of us." Meanwhile, Michael rushed to Carly, desperate for support.
"She knows," he said.
Carly froze. "Knows what?" "About Jonah."
"The switch."
"Everything." Carly's jaw clenched. "Michael, I told you not to carry this alone. But I also told you this would ruin everything if it got out." Michael's voice cracked. "I thought I had more time." Carly stood, firm and maternal. "Then you need to fix this. Or you're going to lose her, and Wiley forever." At the Quartermain mansion, little Wiley wandered into the hallway, overhearing Brooklyn and Sasha's emotional conversation. "Willow thinks Wiley is her real son," Brooklyn whispered. "But Jonah died," Sasha said. Wiley's eyes went wide. He turned and ran straight into Willow's arms. "Mommy, Am I not your real son? Willow froze, heart sinking. Who told you that? Wiley looked down. I heard Aunt Sasha say it. Willow held him tight. No matter what, you are my son. Always. But deep down, she wasn't sure if the damage could ever be undone. Dante, hearing about the fallout from Sunny, took an interest. He questioned Sasha, gently but firmly. You helped cover up a baby switch, Sasha. That's serious. Sasha admitted the truth. It wasn't a hospital mix-up. Michael did it. I helped him keep it quiet. Dante sighed. You realize this isn't just a family drama. It's a felony. And if Willow presses charges...
Sasha blinked.
She won't. She loves Wiley too much. But even she didn't sound convinced. Nina stormed into the Quartermain mansion. Michael stood in the foyer, already bracing for the blow.
How dare you, she spat.
You stole that woman's grief. You robbed her of mourning her child. And you let Sasha live in that lie too. Michael swallowed hard. I didn't want to hurt her. You did hurt her. You shattered her. Michael, beaten and ashamed, said the only words he had left. I know. Willow sat on the bluff overlooking the water, the place she'd always gone to think. Michael found her there. I'm sorry, he whispered. If I could go back. But you can't. Her voice was steady, broken only by the tears in her eyes. You lied about my child. You let me live in a fantasy. And I don't know if I can forgive that. Michael dropped to his knees. I love you. Wiley loves you. We can fix this. Willow shook her head. The question isn't whether I love you. It's whether I can ever trust you again. News traveled fast in Port Charles. Olivia was stunned. Ned was furious. Sunny tried to stay neutral, but even he couldn't hide his disappointment in Michael. Tracy Quartermain shook her head. We thought you were the heir to the Quartermain name. Turns out you're just another Corinthos with a secret. Even Ava showed up at Willow's door, offering comfort, surprisingly sincere. You're stronger than I ever gave you credit for, she said. At school, Wiley started lashing out. He didn't understand what was happening but sensed his parents were drifting apart. I don't want a new daddy, he screamed during a playdate. Willow knew it was time to get him help, but how could she reassure him when she couldn't even reassure herself? Sasha, guilt-ridden, publicly confessed her role in the cover-up on the invader. She gave an emotional interview to Alexis Davis, expressing remorse and begging for Willow's forgiveness. I was weak. I thought I was protecting everyone. But I see now, I just hurt the person who deserved the truth the most. Public sentiment was mixed. Some called her brave. Others called her a traitor. Unexpectedly, Willow filed a civil motion, not for custody, but to have Jonah's death certificate amended and to seek therapy for Wiley as part of a family healing process. Michael offered no resistance. I'll do whatever she needs, he told Diane, even if it means stepping back. Willow received a letter from Michael weeks later. In it, he poured out his heart. I was wrong. I thought love meant protecting you from pain. But love is truth. And I failed you. If there's ever a day you can forgive me, I'll be waiting. Willow folded the letter with trembling hands. Her tears fell freely, not just for the betrayal, but for what they once were. Willow stood at Jonah's grave one last time. She laid down a sunflower. I'm sorry I didn't mourn you properly. I'm sorry I believed a lie. But I'll never forget you. And I'll never stop loving you. Wiley came up beside her and held her hand. Mommy, he said. It's okay. I still love you. And for the first time in weeks, Willow smiled.